Hi guys, my name is Mike Munzing with Munzing Mortgage Group down here in South Orange County, bringing you the latest on what's going on in the lending industry, real estate overall. Really good times coming, summer's coming, super hot out there. Have you noticed that? 100 degrees, it's a pretty exciting week. Go over to my website at www.mikemunzing.com, pull up the rate sheet. You will notice that the rates are just about where they were last week, still hanging in there. They're supposed to be hanging in probably for the rest of the year, but they are solid, they're looking good. Some good things are happening with the rates this week. You may have heard on the news, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have eased up their guidelines a little bit. Can't believe this really kicked in for me this week because I had a guy that was having trouble, had to pull his dad in to co-sign, and with the new adjustments, suddenly they're allowing him to go off current year to date and 1 year's W-2s, no tax returns, didn't need data anymore. Fantastic. So these easing guidelines, which we haven't seen for a long time, really came into play just over the last day or two for one of my clients. It's fantastic. A lot of that is too because I, being a broker, have a bunch of lenders out there. A lot of access to a lot of different investors, a lot of different scenarios. I'm also a direct Freddie Mac LP lender as well, which gives me access to Freddie Mac's direct programs, which are sometimes more aggressive and more flexible than Fannie Mae, which is great, which is another reason you want to keep my number handy, 949-689-5626. Not to give a blatant pitch there, but I've been out here 25 years, so I hope we can work together with your buyers. I've got a lot of programs that your in-house lenders may not have, and the direct banks aren't doing right now because they don't have to take the risks. So let's work together on that. You can print that rate sheet, bring it to your open house, and call me with those new buyers. Okay, did you get Stephen Thomas's new report? Have you subscribed to Stephen Thomas's report? You can get that over at www.reportsonhousing.com. He had a really interesting report a couple of days ago. It came out. It's got the top 10 housing trends, what's going on here in the Orange County market. Let's go through these real quick. Can't quite read them on the report, but I'm going to run through them really quickly. Number one is the active listing inventory is moving towards long-term averages, long-term highs for what we've seen for the time being here. They could get up to, in his mind, about 8,000 before they taper off. The number two item is that homeowners with equity, or what they call equity sellers, are dominating the Orange County real estate scene. We're not seeing a lot of the folks underwater. We're not seeing a lot of those distressed properties. So the sellers do have equity. The number three item is that distressed properties, both foreclosures and short sales, have only been or recently will only have a small role in the market, as I just said. Number four is total closed sales are down. I think we're all feeling that. I know I'm feeling that. The guys, the lenders that I'm talking to, they've had some of the worst first quarters in their lives, in their careers. So it's really tough out there. So keep me in mind for that. Number five is unrealistic and overzealous, overpriced sellers are back in the market with a vengeance. We all feel that. We've seen that. Those sellers think that they're going to jump on that big rising market that we saw last year, and the buyers aren't buying into it. Which brings us to number six, is that buyers want to pay a fair market value for the properties. They're not as hungry as they were. They saw what happened when the crash hit in the 2007-2008 timeframe, and they don't want to be stuck in that again. Next is number seven. The expected market time is rising. We've certainly been seeing that. As less buyers come in, more properties come on, the length of time on the market really does tend to trend upward. Number eight is there are three distinct price ranges. Let me go over those real quickly for you here that Stephen has seen. It's the below $1 million. That price range is seen 87% of the closed sales in that below $1 million. Next is the $1 million to $2 million, and 9% of the total market has been in that section. And then the third one is above $2 million. And though that's 11% of the inventory, it's only 3% of the closed market above the $2 million. So that's an interesting spread there. Finally, number 9, I mentioned earlier that interest rates are holding flat, and predictions are that they should hold flat through the end of the year. And finally, number 10, what you may be seeing out there is there's a lot more vacant homes currently on the market than we've been seeing in the past. So those are the top 10, what he sees as the trends currently in the market. Definitely an important report to get. Subscribe to this, you get good information. Let's take a look now at the active inventory and what's been going on with that. That has seen another jump over the last 2 weeks of 9%, or 298 homes, giving us a current level of listings over the whole county on the market of 6,667 homes. So getting up towards 7,000 homes. We were up high, we dipped down into the 3s again, now we're heading towards 7. Next is the demand, the current market demand that we've seen out there. Now, that is down about 2%, or 54 homes. Now, remember that with Stephen, demand are homes currently in escrow. Purchase loans in escrow, homes in escrow, and that brings us to 2,699 current homes in escrow over all of Orange County. And finally, I'm going to bring up a chart to really make the point here that distressed sales, short sales, and foreclosures are down another 3%, which is only 8 homes since the last 2 weeks. So that's down to 257 homes. You can really see there in, let's see, in 08, and then a few years later, you see the 2 spikes, and then just dropped off down here next to nothing. With the banks and the government intervention, the banks backing off of foreclosures, really dropped that right down. Well, very, very interesting report. Some good points that I think you'll find helpful for your buyers. Well, if you're out there with those buyers, don't forget to go over to my online application. It's on my website. The folks can fill that in, they hit submit, it comes right to me. If you want to have them give me a direct call on my line there, once again, 949-689-5626. I am working this weekend. That phone's always with me. It's my cell phone. I love being here for you, and I love being here for your buyers. Should be a great weekend. Should be a lot going on. We made it through Mother's Day. Hopefully you got to celebrate your mothers. That was fantastic, but I'm here for you. And I really, really look forward to helping your buyers find that perfect loan for them and really massage those numbers and get them ready to go. The last couple of buyers I've had, it's taken a couple of months to get certain things paid off, get car loans paid off, move some money and things around to get that perfect scenario where they can get qualified. Well, been out here 25 years, really love being here for you. So God bless you. God bless your families. God bless this beautiful country. Help us in this market, and let's work together. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.